In this segment, we are going to talk about the calm, cool, and collected phlegmatic. How can a phlegmatic build strong and more balanced relationships? If you avoid conflict just to keep the peace, and you feel a lot of anxiety when you think that something is going to take away the harmony in your relationship, then you are probably a phlegmatic. And phlegmatics are people who have a lot of need for harmony. They want to stay connected in a relationship, but their priority is peace, calm, and harmony. And therefore, they can find that relationships where their partner consistently wants to talk through difficult conversations is frustrating and anxiety provoking. So today, let's talk about how a phlegmatic can move from passive to powerful relationships while still keeping their natural talents and their natural leanings of peace, harmony, and togetherness. They are consistently looking to make sure that the environment is safe and it is peaceful. They are also loyal. They are quite steady. You can count on them. They are predictable to a T. Because predictability for the phlegmatic is safety. It helps them to know that things are going to be okay. Now, there is also another strength of the phlegmatic, and it is supportiveness. If they understand where you want to go, if you take the time to explain to them your vision, especially if you are a choleric, they are going to support, because the phlegmatic does not look to lead. They want to be able to follow. They want to be able to support, and they are really good at that. They are also great listeners. They have a lot of empathy. They have a lot of compassion, and they are kind by nature, and they avoid unnecessary drama. They are not going to get into that drama at all. They will try to avoid that as much as possible, because remember, they are conflict averse. And so these are the strengths of the phlegmatic. On the area of struggle, or what we might call the areas of growth for them, is that they are passive and they can also be indecisive. Now, this passivity and indecisiveness may come off to their partner as uninterested, or that this is not important to them. But because of the fact that they don't have high energy to express, high energy to jump onto things, they might look to their partners as if they are not interested. They also really struggle to express their needs. And again, remember, it's because one of their greatest emotional needs is harmony and peace and calm and predictability. Change becomes something that triggers them into that space of anxiety and sometimes space of sadness, because they kind of are looking to have that ability to feel okay. They also tend to go along too much and feel resentful later. When their partner comes at them with this high level of energy and decisiveness and surety about what needs to be done, even if they don't agree, they are going to really struggle with saying their truth. And so what they will do, they will go along, but deep down, they will begin to overthink about how insensitive their partner is, how their partner doesn't listen, doesn't value what they say. Part of that is not necessarily 100% the problem of their partner. It is also because of their fear of speaking up, because they don't want to be criticized, or they don't want to be wrong, or they don't want to get into an argument. And so it's important for you as a phlegmatic to know that. It's important for you as a spouse to a phlegmatic to know that, so that together you can work, you can work towards a more fulfilling relationship. Now, here are some things that you as a phlegmatic can do. Number one, speak up about your needs. And I want to say this: the reason why you don't speak up is because of fear. You are afraid that when you speak up, you will get into an argument, or you might be afraid that your partner will not value what you are saying. And especially if you have low self-esteem, that can really become a barrier to you expressing yourself, but also experiencing connection with your partner. So what happens? The calm that is within and the harmony that is there in the relationship is a lie, because it is not there because the two of you are intentional about it. It is there because you are avoiding to grow. You are avoiding that space of argument in order to grow. And that is why I keep saying our conversations that go into a conflict space, they are moments of growth. They are spaces where we grow, but also they are spaces where we get to know each other. Allow yourself to start small. Start with smaller things. Express how you are feeling about smaller things. Express without managing the outcome. Just express. Don't judge it. Don't even criticize it. Just speak it. And then, so that now you can actually deal with the reality, because now you are living in your head and telling yourself that it is not going to go well. I really encourage the phlegmatics to own their preferences, and not only own them, but also express them. So I will give a quick example of, you know how sisters, maybe you are 2 or 3 sisters in the same household, and you have a phlegmatic sister who, her preference is that you leave her things alone, but she's not going to say it. And then she watches you as you come in and say, oh, I love your dress, and they decide to wear it to church. And you feel so bad, but you can't say anything. So you start to resent your sister. It's okay for you as a phlegmatic to say, please, I wouldn't want you to wear my things. I don't want you to wear my earrings. Even when your sanguine sister is saying, oh, I love your earrings. They are just earrings. Oh, I'll buy you others. You need to say, no, I really do need for you to leave my things alone. And that is a preference. It's neither good or bad. It's just a preference. So one of the things about the phlegmatic is to learn how to say no, to create boundaries with the people you love, including your spouse. It is so important, because that is where you will grow. That is where the relationship will move from one space to another. Then set gentle boundaries. I have spoken about that. Don't say things that you are not going to be able to follow through. Allow yourself to say, can I sleep over it? Can I give you an answer tomorrow? I would like to think about it. I will let you know. Or you can be able to tell them, I cannot be able to help you in that way. I wonder if I can help you problem solve. Can we think about other things that you can do, since I'm not able to be there for you in that? Usually as a phlegmatic, you can do that if you allow yourself to remove the fear of being seen as a bad person, or of making people angry. Nobody is going to be angry, because they will be disappointed that they are not going. Anger and disappointment are 2 different emotions. So they will be disappointed not in you, but in the fact that they had hoped you would help them. And since you can't, they will go to plan B or plan C. Now, because you are a supportive person, use your supportive self to help them problem solve. Don't be the solution. Especially if you really can't. So if you have to fuliza to help someone, then you know very well you are living outside of your means. You are lying to yourself and you are lying to them. Also, take initiative. It's very important for phlegmatics to really learn. When you and your partner keep talking about different issues within your relationship, sit down, because you are a person who sits and thinks through things, what we call processing. Allow yourself to process solutions. Don't always wait for the other person to come up with a solution because you have self-doubt. Allow yourself to say, I have been thinking about this and that issue that we have, and these are my options. These are things I have been thinking that could help us, and I wanted us to talk. Take the initiative. Don't be that phlegmatic who their partner always comes up with. They express the solution or the things that can be done, and then you say, I was thinking about it too. Be the person who catches yourself. Immediately you come up with something that can be done, go ahead and share it. Learn to express. Don't take too long to say what is on your mind. Practice processing conflict instead of avoiding, because when you avoid, that problem doesn't go anywhere. You just postpone the problem. It is not going to solve itself. Allow yourself, and let me say this to you phlegmatics, you are very resourceful people, because you have the ability to think through. Don't be lazy. Don't be mentally lazy to come up with solutions. And you know what happens when we are growing up and you are a phlegmatic, and you have choleric siblings, you have sanguine siblings, you have the melancholic sibling, and your parents are also probably not phlegmatic, or maybe one of them is. What happens is that your voice is not heard, because for you, harmony is better than expressing things that will create chaos. So what do? You learn to not speak up. So even when you speak up after in anger and resentfulness. And the phlegmatic, when they are resentful and they get to bitterness, they can be so cruel in very subtle ways. They can be cold, and they can be sarcastic and contemptuous. But they will not be like the choleric who will fight aggressively. They will have those cold wars, and it's important for you to know yourself as a phlegmatic and learn to process conflict rather than avoid it. It will help you a lot, because you are a calm person. Use the strength of being calm to process the conflict. The whole idea of hiding away from conflict causes your relationship not to grow. You are taking your strength away from the relationship. Bring it and let that calmness. Listen to your partner who is loud and aggressive. Learn how to use your calm demeanor to be able to bring diffusion to the conflict. Don't deflate. Don't be defensive. Allow yourself to just say, I hear you, I can see where you are coming from, and this is what I am thinking. And you repeat that so that you don't find yourself, because they are so loud, that you pull away because you don't like the loudness. The other thing that you want to do is to remember that true strength is quiet and steady. And when you are balanced in your peace-loving nature, and you balance it with confidence, that you are aware of your strength, you own your strength, and you know the value of your strength of being calm and quiet and steady, that you can become the anchor in any relationship that you are in. So you can listen. Remember, your strengths are listening. So listen. Allow yourself to process what you are hearing, and then communicate. Express yourself, express what you're thinking, and express it within the strength of calmness, within the strength of steadiness, and within that space of quiet. And so that you will be able to diffuse the conflict. So if you are phlegmatic, and you struggle with these things that I have talked about, you feel that you would like to grow some of these what we call skills, that so that you can create a balanced relationship where you are not running away from conflict and neither are you covering up your strength, then reach out to me. Let me know in the comments how I can support you, and more importantly, subscribe to my channel. I will be glad to have you as part of my community as I share this valuable information on how to use our mental wellness to create relationships that are fulfilling and mutually satisfying. So until I talk to you the next time, continue to live by design.